Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be discussing about 25 ways how teachers can make lessons more student-centered. Certainly. Here are 25 unique ways to make lessons more student-centered along with tips for teachers. 1. Choice boards. Provide students with a selection of activities or assignments to choose from based on their interests and learning styles. Tip: ensure that the options cover various learning objectives and offer clear instructions for each choice. 2. Genius Hour/passion projects. Allocate regular class time for students to pursue their own interests and passions through self-directed projects. Tip: offer guidance and resources to help students explore their chosen topics effectively. 3. Peer teaching. Allow students to take turns teaching concepts to their peers. Tip: provide guidelines for preparation and encourage students to use diverse teaching methods to engage their classmates. 4. Student-led discussions. Instead of the teacher leading all class discussions, let students take turns leading discussions on assigned topics. Tip: provide discussion prompts or questions to guide the conversation and ensure that all students participate. 5. Gallery walks. Display student work around the classroom and allow students to walk around, observe, and provide feedback to their peers. Tip: encourage constructive feedback by providing specific criteria for evaluation. 6. Student-designed assessments. Let students design their own assessments or projects to demonstrate their understanding of the material. Tip: provide examples and clear criteria for assessment to ensure alignment with learning objectives. 7. Think, pair, share. Present a question or problem, give students time to think individually, then have them discuss their ideas with a partner before sharing with the whole class. Tip: encourage active listening and respectful communication during the sharing phase. 8. Interactive notebooks. Have students create interactive notebooks where they can record information, reflect on their learning, and engage with content through activities like foldables, graphic organizers, and interactive quizzes. Tip: provide guidelines and examples for organizing and using interactive notebooks effectively. 9. Student journals. Encourage students to keep journals to reflect on their learning experiences, record observations, and set goals. Tip: provide prompts or topics for journal entries to guide students' reflections. 10. Role-playing and simulations. Use role-playing activities or simulations to immerse students in real-world scenarios and encourage problem-solving and decision-making skills. Tip: provide clear objectives and roles for each student to ensure meaningful participation. 11. Classroom debates. Organize debates on controversial topics to encourage critical thinking, research skills, and respectful argumentation. Tip: establish clear rules for debate etiquette and provide resources for students to prepare their arguments. 12. Escape room challenges. Create escape room-style challenges where students must solve puzzles and complete tasks related to the lesson content to escape the classroom. Tip: design challenges that require collaboration and critical thinking to solve. 13. Socratic seminars. Facilitate Socratic seminars where students engage in open-ended discussions guided by thought-provoking questions. Tip: encourage students to support their arguments with evidence from the text or other sources. 14. Flipped classroom. Assign pre-recorded lectures or readings for students to review outside of class, freeing up class time for hands-on activities, discussions, and application of concepts. Tip: provide resources and support for students who may need assistance accessing or understanding the pre-recorded material. 15. Makerspaces. Create a makerspace in the classroom where students can explore, tinker, and create using various materials and tools. Tip: offer structured challenges or prompts to guide students' projects and foster creativity. 16. Learning stations. Set up learning stations around the classroom with different activities or tasks related to the lesson. Tip: rotate students through the stations to ensure that everyone has the opportunity to engage with each activity. 17. Student-generated questions. Have students generate their own questions about the lesson material and then work together to find the answers. Tip: encourage higher-order thinking by asking students to formulate questions that require analysis, evaluation, or synthesis. 18. Feedback loops. Incorporate regular opportunities for peer and self-assessment, as well as teacher feedback, to help students monitor their progress and make improvements. Tip: provide specific criteria and rubrics for assessment to ensure consistency and clarity. 19. Jigsaw technique. Divide the class into small groups, with each group responsible for mastering a specific aspect of the lesson, then have students teach their findings to the rest of the class. Tip: ensure that each group receives adequate support and resources to become experts in their assigned topic. 20. Gallery walks. Display student work around the classroom and allow students to walk around, observe, and provide feedback to their peers. Tip: encourage constructive feedback by providing specific criteria for evaluation. 21. 1-minute papers. At the end of a lesson or activity, have students write for 1 minute about what they learned, what they found challenging, or what questions they still have. Tip: use these responses to inform your instruction and address any misconceptions or gaps in understanding. 22. Concept mapping. Have students create concept maps or graphic organizers to visually represent the relationships between ideas and concepts covered in the lesson. Tip: provide scaffolding and examples to help students get started with their concept maps. 23. Community-based learning. Engage students in projects or activities that connect classroom learning to real-world issues or community needs. Tip: foster partnerships with local organizations or experts to provide authentic learning experiences for students. 24. Digital storytelling. Have students use digital tools to create multimedia presentations, videos, or podcasts to demonstrate their understanding of the lesson material. Tip: provide training and support for students to develop their digital literacy skills. 25. Mindfulness and reflection. Incorporate mindfulness activities and reflection exercises into the lesson to help students develop self-awareness, emotional regulation, and metacognitive skills. Tip: model mindfulness practices and provide guidance on how students can integrate them into their daily routines. By implementing these student-centered approaches, teachers can create a more engaging, interactive, and personalized learning environment that meets the diverse needs of their students. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I love hearing from you. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to check out my other videos for more tips and tricks. Thanks again for watching.